It was a voyage that was meant to symbolize luxury, speed, and innovation. But on May 7th, 1915, the RMS Lusitania, a marvel of Edwardian engineering, was torn apart by a single torpedo. In just 18 minutes, over 1,000 lives were lost, and with them, the illusion that civilians were immune to the wartime threat. This is the story of the Lusitania, a forgotten tragedy that changed the course of history. When the Lusitania was launched in 1906, it was more than just a ship. At nearly 800 feet long and capable of reaching speeds over 25 knots, it was the pride of the British Cunard Line. With interiors rivaling the grandest hotels in Europe, it offered first-class passengers chandeliers, libraries, dining salons, and smoking rooms. But below deck, in steerage, life was different. Immigrants from Ireland, Britain, and across Europe crowded into tight quarters, dreaming of new lives in America. No one aboard imagined they'd soon face one of the deadliest peacetime maritime disasters in modern history. By 1915, the world was a battlefield. World War I raged across Europe, and the seas were no longer safe. German U-boats prowled the Atlantic, sinking both military and merchant ships. Britain had imposed a blockade on Germany, and Germany retaliated with unrestricted submarine warfare. On May 1st, 1915, the Lusitania set sail from New York to Liverpool with 1,959 passengers and crew. Among them were wealthy businessmen, families, infants, and crew members unaware they were entering a war zone. What many didn't know was that deep in her cargo holds, Lusitania carried rifle ammunition, shells, and military supplies, making her, in German eyes, a legitimate target. In the days leading up to the voyage, the German embassy had placed warnings in American newspapers, advising travelers that ships sailing under the British flag were at risk. Many dismissed the threat. After all, the Lusitania was faster than any German submarine. Surely she could outrun danger. Captain William Turner, a veteran mariner, remained calm. But the British Admiralty had intelligence on U-boat activity off the southern coast of Ireland, and they failed to pass that information to Turner. As the Lusitania approached her final destination, no naval escort was dispatched. She steamed ahead, vulnerable and blind. At 2:10 p.m. on May 7, 1915, off the coast of Old Head of Kinsale, Ireland, the German U-boat U-20 spotted the Lusitania. Captain Lieutenant Walter Schwieger ordered a single torpedo fired. It struck the starboard bow. Seconds later, a second explosion, larger and more devastating, ripped through the liner. To this day, theorists are still divided. Was it a coal dust explosion? Was it munitions in the cargo hold? Whatever the cause, the effect was catastrophic. The ship listed severely within minutes. Lifeboats became nearly impossible to launch. Some capsized, others smashed against the hull. Panicked passengers leapt into the freezing water, clinging to debris, crying for help. Mothers held babies. Families were torn apart. In just 18 minutes, the Lusitania was gone. 1,198 people perished, including 128 Americans. The international outcry was immediate. Newspapers screamed for retaliation. Germany insisted the ship carried contraband, while Britain denied it. The truth was murky, buried under layers of political spin and propaganda. the sinking deeply shocked the American public. Though the US would not enter World War I until 1917, the Lusitania was a turning point in American sentiment, proof that civilians were no longer shielded from modern warfare. Decades later, divers confirmed what Germany had claimed. The Lusitania had been carrying munitions. Whether this justified its sinking remains a matter of debate. But what's undeniable is the human cost. Entire families were lost. Survivors told of horror, of bodies floating for miles, of loved ones slipping beneath the waves. Thank you for watching. If you found this story interesting, please like and subscribe.